It's time for more powerboating fun in the Florida sun with the members of the Florida Powerboat Club. Stu Jones here with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio. And we have an entirely new series ahead featuring the Tampa Bay Poker Run, celebrating 10 years of this festive event on Florida's Gulf Coast, and an all-time new record for this event at 72 registered teams. And that has a lot to do with the time of year being April of 2021, and people are getting out and escaping COVID and back out having fun on the waterways. It also has to do with the fact that we have moved this event to downtown Tampa, where we have headquartered at the Tampa Convention Center. So we have wonderful docking facilities and plenty of entertainment at night, fabulous lodging, and what our tourism officials would call Chamber of Commerce spring weather. Beautiful conditions for boating and for just having fun outdoors. So before we get started, let's thank our sponsors. Florida Powerboat Club's 2021 series sponsors include Blackwater Boats and their sister company, Deep Impact Boats, along with their exclusive worldwide dealer, Plantation Boat Mart. Midnight Express Powerboats, Mercury Racing Wide Open, Mystic Powerboats, Myco Custom Trailers, Nortec High Performance Boats, Performance Boat Center, and our official prize sponsor, Superior Communications, providing us with Garmin and Icon products as prizes for our Poker Run events. In addition to our 2021 series sponsors, we'd like to thank our local manufacturing sponsor, Statement Marine, based right here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Company owners Nick and Priscilla Buis on hand to join us, as well as, got this, 10 registered Statement owners. That's going to be a lot of fun hanging out with that gang. And as always, we'd like to kick things off here on the Tampa Bay Poker Run with a Friday Fun Run, and we're going to split that up into two separate rendezvous events. And our first time visiting here this beautiful Bradenton Yacht Club, and that is the Manatee River off in the background, of course, Bradenton on the other side of the river. And this was just a fabulous facility for what we wanted to accomplish today, and that was really just to have a rendezvous location for some of the boats that had already made it to Tampa, as well as all of the incoming teams who travel in on their own bottoms from Sarasota and other home ports to the south. It could be Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and in the case of our first team here is Bill Robbins, who makes his home port in Sarasota, Florida. He hails from Texas, but spends a lot of his time boating on Florida's Gulf Coast. And as I mentioned earlier, Statement, one of our sponsors for this event, a total of 10 registered statements. Our first one here, Bruce Kruglich, and he is one of our local teams in this 38-foot statement, powered by triple Mercury 350 Verados. Team Bad Dog 3.0. Let's say hi now to Paul Bertucci from Mississippi. He's a long way from home, attending here in his Deep Impact 399, Quad Mercury Verado 350s, and of course one of many Deep Impact 399s that are now part of our club membership and attending these poker runs on a regular basis. And for those of you who pay attention to our production values, we've got two cameras rolling today. We've got a drone flying high above, and we also have a dock-mounted camera. So we're going to give you lots of action as all of the teams arrive here to this Bradenton Yacht Club, and getting a nice shot here as Bruce Kruglich and his crew prepare the 38 statement to raft up alongside. And the dock staff here were fantastic. They gave us several hundred feet of bulkhead, and they were right there on the dock to greet us. And it gave us plenty of docking to accommodate at least 30 boats, and that's really what we needed. Saying hi now to Neil and Cindy Campbell. They haven't traveled very far either. Their home is nearby in St. Pete Beach, and they are also enjoying their brand new Mystic 4200 powered by Quad Mercury Racing 450s. What a beautiful ride. And what I would say, a team that is becoming a household fixture, if it could be that, Matt Borsina and his first mate, Don. And I'm only saying that kind of in a fun way because they love this sport so much, and they've done, I think, 3 events in a row, which is fantastic attendance. And let's welcome Mike Boyle and his first mate, Kelsey, in X-Cat. It's a 2019 34 Polini Cat. I love the bright red paint and the black trim on the boat. And I want to tell you, this is one fast boat. I remember running alongside him, and he just disappeared in a matter of seconds. So probably 115, 120 mile an hour cat. I believe this may be their first event with the club. They're from Cape Coral, Florida. They could have came on their own bottom in ideal conditions, but they were smart and they trailered it into Tampa, taking advantage of that convenient boat ramp on the Davis Islands. And let's welcome another team, Mark and Brittany Godsey from Tennessee. They are enjoying their brand new 39-foot MTI, that 390X that everyone wants to have a piece of. And these are getting to be very difficult to get because they're backed up in production now because they're such a popular model. So congratulations to Mark and Brittany for their brand new MTI powered by Mercury Racing 450s. And the teams just keep on rolling in here, and thankfully, we got a lot of help dockside from the staff here at Bradenton Yacht Club, and of course our fellow team members. Everybody just kind of hangs around on the docks as the boats come in. We're going to have plenty of time to go and relax up by the pool and have a wonderful lunch. And it was all set up in advance with the staff here at the Bradenton Yacht Club. And it seems like there is a big wave of boats coming in now for this lunch stop. And remember, they're coming from all different directions, some of them coming from right downtown Tampa, like Scott and Monica James, who have done this event with us before. And the facilities are really convenient. Davis Island boat ramp with enough trailer parking for about 20 or 30 different teams right there close to the hotels downtown. Shout out to Darius Cereza from Delray Beach, Florida. He's been on this event before. One of two Dons he's registered here at this event. And some more repeat attendees. Mark and Susan Monroe from New Jersey. They've done this event many times before, not just in their Right Performance 36 Cat, but when they had a cigarette, they were here quite often. They've always enjoyed the Tampa run. And I believe it's the third time for the Project 1080. We began campaigning this cigarette Top Gun resto mod in January of 2019. So fast forward to 2021, it's our third Tampa event. And let's welcome Michael Tandoy, really having a lot of fun with this 40-foot skater team, Out of Control. This is a completely updated and repowered skater that began doing events with us back in the Key West Poker Run in November. So he's been running the boat now for about 5 months and really having some fun with this 40 skater. And let's welcome for their very first poker run, Team Wildcard, all the way from Louisiana. That's Apolinar and Darren Acevedo. Hope I didn't mess up your name, guys. This is a 2005 30 Spectre. And another close-up of our Project 1080 pace boat. We've been having so much fun with this cigarette. Very soon going to be on the market, so give the club office a call if you're interested. And another completely redone cigarette, John Wittenberger from New Jersey in this 39-foot GTS model. Completely redone paint, interior, and some general customization. And John tells me he just loves this cigarette, powered by triple Mercury 350 Verados. And a special shout out, I might say, to that lovely crew that are always having a good time on board. And let's welcome Brian and Stacy Tapasic from California in their 37-foot Outer Limits Stiletto. And a big shout out to this team because they went hard this season. They've already done 3 in a row, so traveling back and forth from California, pretty impressive. And let's welcome our sponsor, Dennis Telatori from Plantation Boat Mart. And he is a dealer for that beautiful Blackwater line. This is a 41 powered by Quad Mercury 400s. And you could just get a good look and see the beam and how stout and solid this boat is. In addition to his first mate, he's got 3 of our lovely FPC girls on board. And making this truly an international event, on the left is our newcomer, Sven Dracker from Germany. And on the right, that is Frank Schielen, also from Germany. Good friends with matching Nortec 3600 Supercats. And you can plan on seeing these 2 Supercats on a lot of events with Florida Powerboat Club. And John Wittenberger Jr., along with his beautiful first mate, Miss Natalie, and the entire crew here on Team On the Rocks. And just a lot of help from everybody here at dockside. You know, I could stand on the dock and just watch these segments of all the boats coming in, for hours, because you get a good chance to really get a good look at the boats, but you can also kind of feel the festive mood of all the teams. Remember, this is the beginning of the poker run. This is the Friday kickoff day, and for many of us, this is the first time that we're re-engaging with all of our boating friends, many of them who we haven't seen for a month or two. So this is a fun time for all of us and on any poker run, not to mention the excitement of landing here at a new location, and I think that's what everyone seems to love. And we keep trying to change it up whenever we can, and it always seems to work out great, and certainly is working out nicely here at this Bradenton Yacht Club. And just when you thought you saw the biggest, baddest boat, then Don Lightfoot pulls up in his 52-foot Nortec. So just remember, guys, in this sport of poker runs, there's always somebody with a bigger, faster beast coming just around the corner. So let's put the boat talk on the back burner for a few minutes, guys. I know you want to meet the ladies. That is Melissa, who has recruited our beautiful FPC Girls, Lauren, there in the black bikini, and the blonde is lovely Lily, both of them new to our squad. But I know that Pete Bowden and our video crew are ready to greet the girls and get some nice beauty shots for this segment. So let's let the guys do their job, and let's let you guys out there enjoy meeting our newest FPC girls. And be sure to share your comments, guys, on our YouTube channel. And remember to keep it nice, because we do this for you guys, and we appreciate you enjoying our channel here on YouTube. Well, all I can say is wow, guys. That was a really exciting feature, and yes, you're welcome. All of you, you're welcome for that. And we're going to continue with coverage of this 10th annual Tampa Bay Poker Run, celebrating our new milestone of 72 registered teams. Changing venues now over at Tiki Docks at IGY's Maximo Marina in St. Pete. I know a lot of you guys were wondering, well, wouldn't we come to this place because it's great? Well, yes, it is great, but guess what, guys? It's not big enough for the event now, so we had to split it up into two locations for the rendezvous on Friday. And this being the larger of the two locations, and we've been here many times before, but the crew here knocked it out of the park. The team at IGY Maximo, plenty of staff on board, and every available transient slip, the courtesy dock for the restaurant, as well as the bulkheads and any open space, all floating dock was provided to our event. This could only happen on a weekday because, of course, the boating public are out on the waterways all weekend long. So it's difficult to get a big poker run into any marina and splitting it up today for this Friday rendezvous event was really the best way to do it. You can see all of the great offshore equipment here dockside. You know, the leading manufacturers represented here on this event, as always. Of course, a Statement being the local builder with a smile and a wave from the junior Statement family. That was Owen, and riding with mom and dad today on this 38-foot Statement. But if you really just sit back and look at all of the manufacturers represented here, you know, it is the best of the best. This Front Runner 39 center console, relatively new to the sport. And there's 4 beautiful Midnight Express boats registered, including this new 43 powered by 5 Mercury Racing 400Rs. This completely redone 2016 36 Blackwater belongs to Sean and Channing MacArthur, who are locals and have done this event many times. And get used to seeing this logo because, as I said earlier, 10 Statements registered. This is the only 35. Of course, we're going to see some more 38 center consoles and a couple of Statement cats attending the event this weekend. And I believe there's a total of 3 sensations represented on the event, illustrating, you know, beyond any doubt that the center consoles have really taken over this sport. And I think it just goes without saying that a big center console allows you to bring all your friends, and you don't have to leave any pretty girls back at home. As these lovely gals take time out for a selfie, it just reminds me of the festive vibe and the spirit of our teams, who, for many, are really traveling quite a long ways to be here. And whether you're a local team who is celebrating the fact that you've got a really cool poker run in your own backyard, or if you're somebody who traveled several hundred miles to be here, you just can't help but love the passion and the energy of all of these crews and participants who are here joining us for this weekend event. And a very special welcome to Jeff Reel, all the way from Michigan. Unreal Performance is the newest dealer for Deep Impact boats, working closely with Plantation Boat Mart, who are here attending this same event in a 41-foot Blackwater. And I know that most of you guys are experts on who all our sponsors are, but let me remind you that Deep Impact and Blackwater are both manufactured from the same factory in Opelika, Florida, and are big sponsors with the Florida Powerboat Club. And continuing with our sponsor coverage, time to give some love to Nortec High Performance Boats, led off here by Dan Raimondi in his Nortec 340 Sport, powered by triple Mercury Verado 350s. Love the colors on this boat. We saw Dan here last year. Good to have him back again for the 2021 event, celebrating 10 years for the Tampa Bay event. And another big shout out to another one of our sponsors, Performance Boat Center, representing them, Tim Gallagher here with this Wright Performance 360 Cat. Love the colors. When you put red, gray, and black together and a little splash of white, I think it always comes out nice. And in a similar fashion, I think when the ladies put on their white bikinis with a little black trim, well, it always looks nice too. That, my friends, is what you call a classic segue. Oh wait, what happened here? Am I believing what I'm seeing? Did they leave the boys at the dock? Forget to get them? Bad captain. No, I'm not referring to Nick Evans as being a bad captain. I'm talking about Nick Buis, who left his kid on the dock. Nick and Christy Evans in their big 50-foot Nortec Cat, and Rick Rabb stretched his 38 Fountain into a 42 since the last time we saw him. And let's welcome the Paris family, their first event with the club in Team PDQ. This is a brand new 2021 36-foot Statement powered by Mercury Racing 450s. The family traveled 1,100 miles from Ohio to join us for the event. And they're back again, attending many of our events, but Bo and Tiffany Renfro from Georgia in this 36-foot Skater, Jason Ventura and Celeste Sagrado along for the ride today. It looks like Jason's at the helm. Even at idle speed, these Mercury Racing 700s sound raw. And another welcome first-timer with us on the event, Robert McAtee, a long way from home, from Oklahoma, enjoying his brand new Statement. Gotta love the colors on this boat, just beautiful. Well, guys, that certainly does not end our activities on Friday, but we are going to jump ahead to Saturday because we really want to get some high-speed action and some thrills from the helicopter aerial footage into this first episode with our feature coverage of the Tampa Bay Poker Run. So jumping ahead to Saturday morning, and we just thought it would be nice to give you guys a nice solid 10 minutes of aerial coverage with this amazing fleet of powerboats, not to mention the beautiful water. And there's the money shot, guys, as the teams are rolling out through the Seddon Channel. We're flying over Harbor Island now here below us, and then to the left, that's the Davis Islands and the Marjorie Park Marina off in the distance, where most of us got our fuel, and at least a few teams were able to dock there for the weekend. No, guys, do not adjust your set at this point. We're just giving you some really cool angles from this GoPro 360 camera mounted on the rear tail section of this Robinson R44 helicopter we are flying with Tampa Bay Aviation today. Let's talk about today's event and the course. It's about 100 miles all told. We're going to stay mostly in the Tampa Bay area. We're not going to be going back to Manatee River like we did on Friday afternoon. And at initial glance, it looks like we're going to have a beautiful day running here on the Tampa Bay waters. Although we know there are some high wind conditions, it's going to be a little choppy on the Gulf side of the Sunshine Skyway. Let's wait and see. Looks like a lot of the outboard catamarans are our front runners today, starting with Matt Borsina from New York in this 360 Wright Performance, powered by Merc 450s. And we knew it wouldn't be long before the big stern drive power would take to the front of the pack, and Mark DeMichel is doing just that with Ronnie Zolak riding on board, having fun with his new Skater 388 he just acquired from another club member recently, trading in his Mystic 4400 cat to another club member. And I know these guys very well. They love going fast. They're from Michigan, and they attend the annual Boyne Thunder event every year. And two words come to mind every time they get out on the waterways, and that is hammer down. And that is exactly what we're doing right now. Not going to hear these motors, though. These Mercury Racing 1100s are super quiet. So let's just try to get a little closer and listen in. And let's catch up with Team X-Cat now. This is Mike Boyle with his first mate, Kelsey. We saw this boat just a little earlier in the show as they came up to the rendezvous. A 2019 34 Polini Cat, an XCS model, twin Mercury Racing 400Rs. Love the colors. He says in his video bio that the red color is something that stands out. You can always see this boat from far away with the helicopter, and you're exactly right. That red is so vibrant. Now it's time for some raw horsepower as we catch up with Brian and Stacy Tapasik all the way from California with this 37-foot Outer Limits Stiletto, an older boat. I'm guessing probably 2000, 2001 hull, but obviously some fresh custom-built power and big power at that. 2,000 horsepower total. And even more impressive is their track record for attending, coming all the way from California. They signed up in January as members. They did the February Miami run. They did the March spring run. Here they are in Tampa. They followed it up with two more, one in Orange Beach and then again to the Bahamas. So an amazing 5 in a row for this couple from California. Congratulations on a great performance here with FPC, and welcome to the club. What an amazing shot as we cross over the pack here on this Tampa Bay poker run. Now we're closing in on Team Dirty Money, Bo and Tiffany Renfro from Georgia in this 368 Skater powered by Mercury Racing 700s. Crew Chief Jason Ventura from Brand X Marine and his first mate Celeste are on board, as they always are. Here's a team that does as many poker runs as they can, a stellar performance with Florida Powerboat Club year after year. Let's listen in. As we move on to catch up with the next team, can't help but notice it's getting a little choppy out here as we cross over the bay waters. And our next team on deck is Performance Boat Center, and it is none other than Timmy Gallagher. Timmy! Twin Mercury Racing 450Rs on this 360 cat. The Wright Performance cat is exclusive to Performance Boat Center. They also have a 420 model, and Tim tells me recently they've got a 39 coming out. Altogether, 3 models in this Wright Performance lineup. A catamaran that has a lot of unique features. I love the stylish and huge cockpit. Lots of room on board for all of your friends. And with those Mercury Racing 450Rs, you've got all the performance you need. And depending on the conditions and your weight on board, close to 2 miles per gallon at cruising speed. And those are numbers that are unheard of in this industry. And time to catch up with Robbie and Anjum Ula again from Georgia. They've been enjoying this Tampa run. I think they've been here 2 or 3 years in a row, enjoying it in this 32-foot Spectre, pair of Mercury Racing 400Rs, and a boat that they sell out of their dealership in Georgia, DR Performance. And of course, we have a lot of Spectres in the club, but what's different about this one as we close in from the 360 camera, it's the newest model built by the Ohio builder that has recently purchased the molds. And Robbie tells me that this is a great performing catamaran, very stable on the water, and a lot of bang for the buck. It's amazing how time flies. I believe it was last August at Emerald Coast when we first saw this boat. It was just after that Robbie participated in our September Tampa Bay Poker Run as a sponsor. And fast forward 8 months later, here we are back on Tampa Bay. And some more cat play with another 30-foot Spectre, one of the distant predecessors of that last 32 we saw. This is Apolinar, and whoa! Apolinar and his wife Darionette Acevedo from Louisiana, 30-foot Spectre, Mercury Racing 2.5 outboards, about 280 horsepower aside, and they are just putting it down on this one, not holding back one bit. Obviously, they are in for a wild ride, appropriately named Team Wildcard. And it's their first big poker run with the club. They said it's a wonderful group of boaters, and they love having fun with this group. And even though they are currently from Louisiana, they're originally from St. Croix in the Virgin Islands, where they grew up boating, and they said just love being on the water all of the time. Well, I think that we have successfully acquired the money shot, so I can tell you right now, Captain, you don't need to push it any harder anymore. I don't think we're ever going to top that one. Surely we want to see you have fun, but we are much more concerned about your safety. And just checking in on these conditions now as we get closer to the Sunshine Skyway, you can see that it is continuing to get a little bit more choppy. That's not going to be a problem for Don and Alice Lightfoot and Team Footloose 2. It's the biggest cat here on the run, 52-foot Nortec Roadster, powered by Mercury Racing 1350, 1550s, although I don't think he needs the 1550 calibration today. Just on cruise control, hanging in here at about 90 to 100 miles per hour. Got a big crew on board, seating for 11 on this monster Nortec cat, and you can cruise all day at 100 miles an hour and never even feel the chop with this big cat. And a very special welcome to Dr. Sven Dracker, all the way from Germany, his very first poker run with the Florida Powerboat Club, thanks to his fellow German friend Frank Schielen for recruiting him to FPC. Eleanor is a 2006 Nortec Super Cat with twin Mercury Racing 700s, and that means it's time to listen in. And for his second appearance in a row with the Florida Powerboat Club, J.R. Adden, who actually has a home in Georgia and also in the Florida Keys. He spends most of his time boating down there. This is a 36-foot Doug Wright cat, not to be confused with the Wright Performance cat. This one comes straight from the Doug Wright factory, Mercury Racing 450Rs, and it is a great running catamaran, getting a lot of seat time on these FPC poker runs. He joined us for the last event, Spring Key West, from Miami to Key West. He's back here in Tampa and also registered for next month's Orange Beach Powerboat Week up in Alabama. Judging by this nasty chop that we're starting to see, I'm not sure how many of these cats, or any boats for that matter, are going to be continuing past the Sunshine Skyway. We'll just have to wait and see. And here comes that Sunshine Skyway as we close in on Cash Schubart. Haven't seen him in a while, enjoying his 44-foot Outer Limits powered by Mercury Racing 860s. It's a big solid V-bottom. Pretty sure he's going to make it through the Gulf waters, but let's listen in to those Mercury Racing 860s. And another hardcore boater from New Jersey, Chris Colson, his first mate Emily in Team Fluid Friendly. And of course, that third passenger on board is a little 3-year-old Charlotte, who makes it to every poker run. And we are at that time and that location where it's time to separate the men from the boys, the fair weather boaters from the hardcore offshore enthusiasts. We are approaching the moment of truth as the teams pass underneath this Sunshine Skyway, and you can see by all of the white caps in the bay waters, it's going to be a pretty bumpy ride. So we're going to break it away from this episode, guys, and when we come back, we're going to find out who braved those rough waters to get out to that Egmont Key checkpoint, and who was smart enough to keep their wife from filing for divorce by taking her out here in these nasty, choppy conditions. We'll have the answers to all those questions on our next episode featuring the Tampa Bay Poker Run with members of the Florida Powerboat Club right here on our very own YouTube channel. So stay tuned, smash that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you get all the updates every time a new episode is released. We're here in the studio. We got plenty more to come, guys, so stay tuned. Be sure to check out the website at flpowerboat.com for all of the details about upcoming poker run events in 2021, as well as membership information. You can follow us on Facebook at Florida Powerboat Club, and you can follow us on Twitter and on these Instagram pages. Thanks to all of our viewers for your wonderful comments on our page, and you guys know who you are, and I really do appreciate that. But if you have questions or comments you want to direct to me specifically, please use my personal email at stu@flpowerboat.com. I check that daily, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We have got a fantastic year planned for 2021 with members of the Florida Powerboat Club, so stay with us. Meanwhile, we're going to sign off for now. This is Stu Jones along with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio. Have fun out there, guys. Be safe on the waterways. Wear your life jackets when the time is right, and always respect your fellow boaters. Bye for now.